Hey guys, Windows Fan 2023 here, and this is my video game collection as of August of 2025. Let's begin. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna, I guess, go in chronological order as of when the games were released. So yeah, let's do this, I guess. So yeah, here's a PS. Here's my first game is the oldest one in the collection, Midnight Club Street Racing. Although it wasn't my first game, it was still the oldest one in the collection. Yeah, I found it in the basement in May, and it still works. Because I put it in my PS3, and it's a CD, if you want to know that. Oh yeah, if you want to know where I put my games, I literally put them right there. I'm gonna do that later, or, after finishing the video. So yeah. Next we got SSX3, another PS2 game. I don't know if it still works, but it's the second oldest game in the collection, as it was released in 2003. I really like this texture. Just like Midnight Club Street Racing, I found this one in my basement. These next two games were released in 2004. Yep. First off, we got Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. You may be thinking, oh, this game released for the Switch in 2024. Why are you calling it a 2004 game? Well, it's because, first off, I do not have the OG GameCube version, although I do emulate it. Don't tell Nintendo any of this. If you do, I'll kill you. Anyways, yeah, I got this one in Target in September. And honestly, it was pretty good. However, I did get stuck on the railway part, the gear part, where you have to jump a few moments, and I kept on falling, so then I never picked up this game again. Well, on the Switch version, for sure. Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door was released in 2004 for the GameCube, if you want to know that. Here's Sonic Advance 3. I found it in my basement, like, long before beginning in the collection, in fact. So that's cool, I guess. I don't actually like Sonic, so I did not play this game that much. Although I do have it in the collection because it's my only GBA game. And I have two games that were released in 2005. First off, we got Mario Kart DS. I got it in June at a GameStop. And honestly though, this game is pretty solid. I don't really like the drifting that much, but it's still pretty good. Next we got another game I found in the basement. FIFA Soccer 06. Yeah, it released in 2005. I don't know who thought it was a good idea to call it FIFA 06, even though it released in 2000. 5. This price tag is still on it, so yeah. I found it in the basement, and honestly though, it was one of the only games that still had its original box. So, yeah. For those who want to know that. Next, we got the most recent game in the collection, you know. My newest game added to the collection, Super Paper Mario. I got it in GameStop just yesterday, so yeah. Keep in mind that because I have some sort of a strict mother, well, not really strict, but I have to go to school. So, I have to go to school on September 2nd. So, yeah, expect this to be the last game in the collection until I don't have to worry about school anymore. Alright. Yeah, Super Paper Mario was released in 2007. I really like this game. It's an underappreciated entity to the Paper Mario series. You know, this game. So, we got some DS cartridges. One of them is Guitar Hero. Oh, wait, that's a 2008 game. I will get back to that later, but we got Sport Creatures. Wait, another 2008 game. Okay. This one is from 2007. Hot Wheels Beat That. I got it in a retro game store before they closed in June of last year. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, I got this game in April, if you want, of last year. So, yeah. That was long before they had to close. So, yeah. I have the most 2008 games in the collection. Let's begin with NBA 2K9. I also found this one in the basement. Although I also keep in mind that some games are for consoles that I don't have. You know, I mean, like, I don't have a PS2 or Xbox 360 for whatever reason. And my PS3 is not compatible with PS2 games. So yeah. Here's Guitar Hero on Tour. I haven't yet played this, even though I found it before even beginning the collection. So yeah. Focus! Okay, that's better. And Sport Creatures. I've only played a little bit of that. And I got bored right after that. For 2009, I got these games. First off, this is a DS. I'm gonna get to that later. But here's New Super Mario Bros. Wii. I do not like level 5. Oh wait, World 5. So yeah. I couldn't even get past the first level of World 5, and I actually got into the canon for this game. So yeah. Cool, I guess. But since my Wii remote isn't really that good, since I probably have the worst Wii remote, I was unable to get past World 5. So yeah. Here's Zuzu Pets. I have a few Zuzu Pets, so it feels in this box right there, back in 2022. So it only makes sense for me to pick up this game from Savers last year. And I got bored of it, so who cares? Yeah. Here's Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. And FIFA Soccer 13. Both released in 2012. Anyways, I'm gonna begin with Sonic. So, yeah. Like I said, I don't really like Sonic. But at least I have an option to choose from other characters in some Sega franchises. So yeah. And I got bored of this game, so who cares? In fact, I did not actually want it. It just came with my PS3 for some reason. For whatever reason, because well, I needed some games for the PS3. I can't just have the PS3 and just go navigating the menu or whatever. Especially since the online store for PS3 is now shut down since 2021. So yeah. Here's FIFA Soccer 13. This is the most recent game I found in the basement. I found it in the basement along with all the other games along with all the other PS2 and Xbox 360 games I found in there. Here's FIFA. Fun fact, this was during the dark ages of EA, where they started to focus more on money than anything else. So yeah. Well, at least we got some of these things, whatever those are. I don't know, and the manual. Yeah, this manual and some sort of FIFA Soccer 13 Ultimate Team stuff. This was probably the worst era of EA, so yeah. Here's a pirated Focus. Alright, so yeah, here's some sort of pirated big ship for DS or something like that. Yeah, this is for the DS. I put it in my DS and it just showed question mark. I don't know what happened to it, but sure. And also, I don't know when this was released. I'm just gonna say it's a 2014 game because the Nintendo DS was discontinued in 2014. Yeah. And this was probably after or during the DS's heyday. So I don't know when this was released, I guess. Released in 2013 are these two games. NBA 2K14 is a game that I don't have the console for. I don't have a PS4, so yeah. And if I put it in the PS3, it will just begin spinning and never actually read the disc. So yeah. If you've seen in my PS3 foreign discs video. And here's FIFA 14. They put it in this NHL box with, but this is the PS3 version of FIFA 14. So yeah, here's that. A game collector's worst nightmare is that, one, they have a game that they've either never played or don't have a console for. And the other one is duplicate games. So yeah, here's Mario Kart 8 for the Wii U, released in 2014. And Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which also released in 2017 for the Switch. And yeah, these two are pretty good games. Mario Kart 8 for the Wii U is a watered down version of this game, because this game is from 2014 and the re-release for Switch was released in 2017. Maybe that's why. I'm kind of more used to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe because, come on, we haven't even gotten a new Mario Kart game since this one. So yeah. Here's Madden NFL 18, released in 2017. I don't actually have the console for this. But yeah, for those who want to know, I also got Mario Kart 8 at GameStop. The PS4 games are from my dad's workplace because they had some games lying around, so I had to pick them up because why not? Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I got it along with my first Nintendo Switch. And then I rage quitted and I threw my Switch and then the controller broke. I suggested Mom that we should buy new controllers instead of a new console, but of course, being the mom she is, she bought a brand new console instead of that. So yeah. In fact, this game, yeah, I also got it at my dad's workplace, even though I don't have a PS4. So whatever. 2 games for 2019. Here's one, Super Mario Maker 2, my most recent Nintendo Switch game. Now, Mario Maker is a pretty good game. I don't know if I have my Nintendo Switch friend code. I'll probably put it in the description on my YouTube channel, but it might take a while. But yeah, this game is one that I personally enjoyed. So yeah. And here's NBA 2K20 for the PS4. I actually don't have the console to play that, so yeah. I also got it from my dad's workplace because why not? Just picked it up from there back in 2024. So yeah. And finally, the newest game excluding Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, we got Super Mario Wonder. I really liked this game when I started playing, but after that, after I beat it, it just became a little stale for me, so yeah. That's my game collection, y'all. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I can't believe this video has gotten over 18 minutes. So, and Mom has been banging on the door for some time now. So yeah, bye. Can we get to 19 minutes? Okay, sure. Whatever.